with Ciera with her testimony.
Me?
Thank you, Ciera, for doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. First, I want to say thank you to Moselle for giving me this opportunity just to share with you all my transitioning and my lifestyle switch over to becoming plant based, which actually started about 7 years ago. I was an undergrad and I was about 20 years old. And one of the reasons what helped push me into my change was I was noticing that when I would walk from my apartment to class, I was extremely tired. And I lived relatively close as far as within walking distance to my school, to campus, to class, and everything. And I would notice that I was extremely tired. I was exhausted. I was sore by the time I would get to class. And at 20, it was a little embarrassing to feel that I was this out of shape or I was this far disconnected with my health that it was starting to show up in, how I felt about myself. And so I decided for myself, I wasn't able to go cold turkey. I definitely tip my hat to those that are able to do that, but I had to start with taking one thing out of my diet at a time. And it took me about a year to officially switch over to becoming a vegetarian. And by doing so, I can honestly say that this has probably been one of the most rewarding journeys that I've entered on my own. I grew up in a healthy household, but not a plant-based household. So doing this transition, it was something new to my family, it was new to my friends, it was new to myself. And when I first decided to do the switch, I was met with a lot of questioning of why. Why was I doing this? People wanted to send me arguments showing that being a vegetarian wasn't helpful. I could still be a meat eater and be healthy. But I knew that if I stuck to this, that I will see the benefits and the results on my own kind of way. And since starting this challenge, one of the things I talk to my mom on a daily basis about is I'm actually very happy to be in a community where people want to eat healthy, or at least they want to learn about it, learn about the lifestyle, or actually be a part of the lifestyle. And before I didn't have that. And that has been one of the biggest, I would say, frustrations during my journey. There's been times where I felt like I was alone. When I would go to restaurants, it wasn't vegetarian friendly. Family and friends didn't necessarily understand why I was doing it, didn't have any room to offer as far as advice or help if there was anything that I was struggling with. But I will honestly say that since becoming vegetarian, there's been several things that I've noticed as far as just my overall mood, how I feel after I eat. I stop feeling that bloated feeling, that feeling of being tired or sleepy as soon as I eat something. Even if I eat something that's relatively a heavy meal, I would still feel like, okay, I have energy. I can do something. I don't feel weighed down by food. And like I said, my personality started to change. And I realized when I was starting to put healthier options in my system, it resulted in a positive energy that I felt like I was receiving and I was putting out there. And when I decided to be vegetarian, I didn't know if this was going to be more of a lifestyle change or if it was going to be something that I wanted to try to see if I can do it and then go back to my old ways. And after being vegetarian for 1 year, I started to realize I didn't want to eat meat for a difference of reasons. One, I love animals, but most importantly, I really loved my body and I really wanted to make sure that I continue to put things that are going to provide me basic nutrients that's going to be able to ensure that I have a healthy start from here on out. And I figured this was the best time. Still, when I first decided, I was still very, very young. So I thought that this, if I could get past this, it would just become easier as far as my I would say temptation or cravings or what have you. And this has been, like I said, one of the most rewarding experiences. I've noticed it in my skin, my hair growth, like I said, my personality, and just the things that I'm hungry for. And I would say that being a part of this challenge, being able to meet people that have been in the plant based lifestyle for 25 years, 35 years, 40 years, it only tells me that I'm in the beginning. I have a lot to learn. So I'm extremely excited. Again, I want to thank Moselle for providing this opportunity for me, who, as a person that's already in this lifestyle, to be able to grow more. And now, when people come to me and they want to challenge my lifestyle, I have more of a leg to stand on. I can talk about the health benefits, and I know what I'm talking about because I've talked to licensed doctors and people in the health field that have provided their 2 cents about people being a vegetarian or being vegan. So nevertheless, this has been a lifestyle that I don't ever see going back. I get asked that question just about every day. Do I ever think I'm going to go back to eating meat? My answer is no. I don't miss meat. I don't feel like there's anything that I need to put in my body that is dairy product or animal related. I think that I'm able to get all of my nutrients just from being a vegetarian or a vegan. I think that it has way more pros to it than you can find any cons, if you can. Uh, but like I said, that this is a lifestyle that I've decided to keep in my life. And when I decide to grow my family, I will continue to do the same thing. So again, thank you for this platform. I'm amazed to see that within my 7 years of being a vegetarian and being in this lifestyle, that I'm now a part of a community where I'm surrounded by like-minded individuals that is here to support, give advice, and share their stories about being plant-based. And for those that feel like it may be a little challenging, I would say just take it one day at a time like I did. There's not this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and you go at your own pace. But if you need to start off by taking one thing at your diet at a time, or if you're able to go cold turkey, my advice to those that are wanting to be a part of this is just see it through, stick it through. Consistency and effort will yield the best results. It has for myself, and I'm very excited to see what the next 7 years or the next 7 years after that is going to look like for me being plant-based.
Amen. Amen. Let's give her a hand, everybody.
Thank you.
That beautiful